Hey everyone, how is it going? My name is Simon Gomez and welcome to episode 3. In today's episode we're gonna be talking about ECA. What is it? How to get one? Why do you need one if you're moving to Canada? And how much does it cost? So let's go! Okay, so as I've told you, today we're gonna be talking about an ECA, but before I start, a little disclaimer I make in every single video. Under no given circumstance I wanna come across by as an immigration consultant, an immigration advisor, or an immigration attorney, because I am not. If you're looking for that kind of help, professional and certified help, this is not the right place for you. An ECA is an educational credential assessment. By the way, if you haven't checked the previous episodes, you can click right here and you'll be directed right to them. So if you miss them, go and check them out. They have important information in them. So right now I'm on the Government of Canada's website and it says, an educational credential assessment is a report by an independent company that evaluates your foreign education. So that means that if you have studied in Canada, you don't need those credentials to be assessed. Just if you have studied in your home country or anywhere else that it is not Canada. For express entry, we use this report to make sure that your foreign degree, diploma, certificate, or other proof of your credential is valid and equal to a Canadian one. You must include your assessment results and reference number in your express entry profile. Your assessment may help when you're looking for a job, but it doesn't guarantee that you'll get a job in your field or at a certain level, or that you'll get a license to practice in a regulated profession. Okay, so if you're planning to move to Canada, you need an educational credential assessment. There's no way that under the express entry program you're not gonna need one. Or if you're going to Canada to study a graduate program or an undergraduate program, most likely you're gonna need this. So take that into account for your immigration process. Okay, so let's go to this other side right here. Who needs one? If you completed your education outside Canada, you need an assessment too. Be eligible as the principal applicant for Federal Skilled Workers Program. Express entry, same thing. Or earn points for education you got outside Canada. As it says right here, is in order to be eligible. If you don't have an ECA, you're not eligible, period. You can also earn points for your spouse or common law partner's education if they are coming with you to Canada. So that's great. If you're married or you live with your common law partner, if you get an ECA, you're gonna get more points for your express entry profile. So that's pretty good. You don't need an assessment for a Canadian degree, diploma, or certificate. If you have already studied in Canada and you're submitting an express entry profile, you don't need to get this assessed by one of these entities or organizations. Okay, so if we go down a little bit, if we scroll down a little bit, we will find this. Which credentials to get assessed? In most cases, you only need an assessment for your highest level of education. For example, if you have a master's degree, you only need an assessment for that degree. You don't need one for your bachelor's degree. So that's pretty good. For what I know, if you send all your paperwork to the entities that get these credentials assessed, you can get them all assessed for the same price. When to get an assessment for 2 or more credentials? To get points for having 2 or more credentials, you need an assessment for each one. To get full points for more than one credential, at least one of the credentials must be for 3 or more years of study. The order that you complete your credentials does not affect the points. Okay, so a very important question now is how to get one. Who can do your assessment? You must get your assessment from an organization or a professional body designated by Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada. They will give you a report that tells you what your education is equal to in Canada. Processing time and cost may vary by organization or professional body. Once you choose a designated organization or a professional body, they will tell you how to submit your documents to get your assessment. Designated organizations, you must be careful with this. You must use one of these designated organizations. If they say you must, it's probably because there are other organizations trying to do this and trying to get profit out of this. but these are the only ones that you can use. Comparative Education Service by the University of Toronto School of Continuing Studies. International Credential Assessment Service of Canada. World Education Services, which is the one I'm gonna use. International Qualifications Assessment Service, International Credential Evaluation Service. If you click in either one of these links right here, you're gonna be taken right to its website. So each website is gonna tell you the step-by-step. Each website and each one of these organizations have different costs. The one I chose is World Education Services, WES, and the reason I choose WES is because I believe it has a more user-friendly website. I believe it's really easy to use, and I believe it falls right in the middle of cost, because most of these organizations are gonna charge you around $200 to $250. I'm not sure if that's completely true. The whole thing with WUS is gonna cost me 227 Canadian dollars. Okay, so I'll log in into my account to show you that it's very easy to use, very user-friendly experience here. So you click right here where it says sign in. Here it goes your email, your password. Of course, both of these are gonna be blurred. And if you don't have an account, new to WUS, create an account. Okay, so let's log in. Isn't that my password? I think Okay, so it says, welcome, Simon. Okay, so here it shows that my application is pending. The only thing I have completed here is created my account, which was created last month. So you click right here in continue application. If you have already started one, it's gonna show your personal information, which of course I'm gonna be blurring out here. Sorry about that, but I don't want my personal information to be on the internet. Okay, so if you go to next, it will ask you what credentials have you earned. If you have completed less than 1 year of full-time post-secondary study, WES recommends that you also include your secondary education credential. Note, each individual must complete a separate WES application. Credentials added for other individuals as a spouse will not be included in your WES evaluation report. Only completed degrees or diplomas can be evaluated for the IRCC application. WES does not evaluate the occupational study, trade qualifications, short-term professional development programs, or work experience. So here I have my university and a high school diploma. As I told you, it's not necessary to send your high school diploma, but if it's gonna cost me the same thing to send both of them and to get them both assessed, well, I'm gonna do it just because. This lasts around 5 years for what I know. If you go next, report recipient. Recipient 1, you're gonna get, of course, your assessment, but recipient 2, institutions receiving your report. Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship, Canada. As you're gonna be submitting this for your Express Entry profile, most likely, when you make your WES profile, it's gonna ask you whether it is for studying abroad or if it's for your immigration process. Look, here it says the primary purpose of your evaluation is immigration. Here it says the features, if it includes those features, and it costs $220 plus a $7, I believe, shipping fee or something. I'm not really sure what it is. Oh yeah, here it is. Standard mail via Canada Post, 7 Canadian dollars. This is with no tracking, because if you need tracking for it, it's gonna cost you $85. So if you go to next, it will say required documents checklist for Simon. All documents listed below must be sent to WES for your evaluation report. Upon receipt and review of your credentials, WES may require additional documentation. If so, we will contact you. For my high school diploma, they need the certificate and diploma. What you need to do for completed study, you send a clear and legible copy. Do not send originals of this. It says right here, do not send the original document. Academic transcript, which in Colombia it's called certificado de notas, calificaciones. I'll show you next how to see what you need for each country, and I'm also gonna link all this stuff below. This is like the hardest one to get, because you need to get a sealed envelope by the institution, and the institution might be the one who needs to to send your paperwork to Canada. So you have to figure that out with your institution. In my case, they gave me the sealed and signed envelope, and I have to send it to Canada. And document translation. We also require precise word-for-word translation when your academic documents are not issued in English. Your document can be translated by your institution, a certified translation agency such as Costi Languages Bureau, or any professional translation service. Send a clear, legible copy of your translations to WES. Do not send any originals. WUS cannot return original translations. Translations are expensive, so don't send the originals. And for my diploma, university diploma, whatever it is called, my degree certificate, academic transcript, once again, same thing that with the high school, and document translations. You are not gonna be sending this by email, that's why it is so expensive. You're gonna send it through regular mail to Canada, and it may take up to 2 to 3 months for this to be completed. And in each one of the envelopes you have to include your WES reference number that is gonna be given to you after you pay. World Education Services, Attention Documentation Center, 2 Carlton Street, Suite 1400, Toronto, Ontario, postcode Canada. WES does not accept documents delivered in person, so if you're in Canada, do not go in person, you have to mail them. Okay, so we're back at the WES website now, wes.org/required documents. I'm gonna leave a link down below. This is a tool that will let you know what you need before paying anything or submitting anything. For WS to complete your evaluation, we need documents from your new institution. Make your selections below to get a full list of required documents. So country of education, let's choose a random one. Slovakia, okay, very good. Type of education, higher education. You click right here in view requirements, and then you scroll down. You might need to read this, but degree certificate, for example, Bachelor, Magister, Titul Ingenieur, Titul Magister, Doctor. What you need to do is send a clear, legible copy of this document to WES. Do not send the originals in any case. Diploma supplement. You see, this is very different than from Colombia. Confirmation of doctoral degree conferral. Let's check with another country. Let's say China. Okay, so for China it's very different. Completed degree programs. Let's see. Degree certificate issued in Chinese and certificate in English. Academic transcript in Chinese and in English. It's gonna change depending on the country, so make sure if you need this, just go to the link I'm gonna be providing in the description below, and you're gonna be okay. I believe that is it for now. If you missed the previous episodes, please check them out right here. It's gonna be a playlist with the previous 2 episodes, and if you want to subscribe to my channel, please do it right here in my face. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll see you later. Bye bye.